I'm really sorry if I sound a little funny or my throat sounds a little weird today. I'm actually not keeping that well. I've just recovered from a very bad cold and my throat is still recovering, so I'm really sorry about that. But that being said, I'm really excited for today's review. Today I'm gonna go ahead and review this NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Foundation. If you've seen my Sephora haul, which I would link in the description box below, I did mention about this foundation and I got a lot of requests to review it, and here I am doing it for you guys. So yeah, I picked up this foundation recently from the Sephora store for two reasons. First, it is like super duper cheap. I think it was priced at rupees 710 odd. And secondly, I'm always on a hunt to look out for an amazing drugstore foundation. That was the reason I picked up this foundation, and I've been using this for the last couple of weeks. It's been like 2 weeks or more, and I thought it would be a best time to go ahead and share my reviews or opinions with you guys. So if you guys are interested in knowing more about this foundation, then please keep on watching. So the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Foundation is available in 20 shades. I got mine from Sephora, but it is also available online at Nykaa.com. I will leave the link to purchase this product in the description box below. So I got mine in the shade SMF10 Caramel, and I personally prefer my foundations to be a bit darker than my skin tone, hence I went for this shade. So it comes in this plastic see-through tube packaging with a lid on the top. It does not have a pump inside, but I think I really like this packaging. It's quite convenient, very easy to travel with, and it's not that heavy as well. So I really prefer these kind of packagings for my foundations. Now I'm going to go ahead and read out the description about this product to you guys. So NYX has to say that Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation provides full coverage with mineral enriched matte finish. The oil-free and water-based formula is perfect whether you are in studio or and about all day. So yeah, this is what NYX has to say about this foundation. Let us go ahead and put this foundation to test. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my blender to apply this foundation, because this is what I use majority of the time to apply the foundation. Hence I don't want to like apply it with a brush and see how it looks. So this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and directly start by applying bit of foundation all across my face. Now if you guys can see, my skin is definitely breaking out these days, and I really want to show you guys if this foundation is able to cover these acne scars and the blemishes on my face. So I'm going to go ahead and start by pushing in the foundation into my skin. And like I said, it is definitely a shade darker than my skin tone, but I'm not complaining because I personally prefer darker foundations. Now I've just finished applying one layer of the foundation, and this is how it looks like. The texture of this foundation is really nice. It is not too thick, neither it's too runny, so it's really easy to apply this foundation. It blends in really well as well. Since I've just used a beauty blender, I cannot tell you about the brush, but I like the finish that it is giving me with the beauty blender. Speaking about the coverage, it has definitely managed to even out my skin tones, hiding most of the minor blemishes and acne scars. However, it has definitely not covered the major acne scars and blemishes around the face. I'm going to go ahead and apply another layer of the foundation, and we'll see how this works. I'm going to go ahead and again apply it in a similar way. So this is how it looks like with two layers of foundation, and I am really happy. Although it is definitely not like a full supreme coverage foundation, but it is a medium coverage and buildable foundation. This time around it has definitely managed to hide most of the acne scars on my face, even the stubborn ones. However, some of them are still peeking through a bit, but I'm not complaining. I'm really happy with the coverage that I've gotten with this foundation. I'm quickly going to go ahead, finish my face, and be back with you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. So put on a bit of concealer under my eye, a bit of powder, some mascara, lipstick, blush, and of course I had to do my eyebrows, and this is how it looks like. Now let me go ahead and sum up this review for you guys. I loved the packaging of this foundation. I think the texture of this foundation is not too bad either. I do find it a bit thick, like a bit chunky I would say, but otherwise it goes on really nicely. It blends in really well. Of course I've used the beauty blender, so I'm not sure how it performs with the brush, but with the beauty blender I think it blends in really nicely. The coverage of this foundation is not too bad either. I really like the coverage of this foundation. With just one layer it definitely gives you like a light to medium coverage, but it is definitely buildable, and with the end of 2 coats I've definitely managed to hide most of my acne scars. My skin looks very even, although a bit of stubborn scars are still peeking through, but I'm definitely fine with it. Now speaking about the finish of this foundation, it is definitely not a matte foundation. It is more on the dewy side, and when I picked up this foundation I thought it would be more matte and a bit dewy, but it has gone the other way around. It is very dewy and not matte at all. So yeah, this is how the finish of the foundation looks like. Speaking about the things that I don't really like about this foundation, so I've tested this foundation in both air conditioned and non-air conditioned environment, and both of them have their pros and cons. So with an air conditioned environment I think the foundation performs extremely well. It stays the way it is looking right now. It does not turn oily or greasy, and it does last on to me like up to 7 hours in an air conditioned environment. I would say 7 to 8 hours. However, in a non-air conditioned environment this foundation performs like really bad. First off, just after like 2 hours of wear my skin looks very oily, and I do not have a very oily skin. I have like combination skin which is more on the drier side during the colder weathers. So it does turn very oily. Like after 2 hours it is a must for me to set my face with a blotting paper or with some powder, otherwise I look like a disco ball. The second part that I don't like about this foundation is, after a while, of course in a non-air conditioned environment, it does to clinch onto my pores. I think it does emphasize my pores a bit, which is definitely not my favorite part about this foundation. And I'm speaking about using it with a primer. So you can imagine what would happen if I don't use it with a primer. So yeah, that is the second part I don't like about this foundation. The third part is the longevity. Like I said before, in an air-conditioned environment, it does perform really well. Like 7 to 8 hours of wear for a drugstore foundation is not bad according to me. But if I'm not in an air-conditioned environment, it doesn't even last for 5 hours, which I think is really terrible. And the worst part is that it starts to fade out in a very weird way. So it starts to fade out in patches, which is not, of course, a decent view to look at. So I don't really like the way it separates from my face. And 5 hours, I think it's a very short time for a foundation to stay on the face, and that too after making a claim that it stays put all day. 5 hours I think is a very short time for the foundation to start separating from my face. Apart from that, yeah, I mean, whenever I'm in air conditioned environment I do really like to wear this foundation, but when I'm not, then I rather avoid this foundation than looking like a hot mess. So yes, these were the pros and cons about the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. Overall, I have a love and hate relationship with this foundation. I think it is a very nice drugstore foundation only when you are indoors or when you are in an air-conditioned environment, but not so good when you are not. And also it is said to be for oily skin, but trust me, it is definitely not meant for an oily skin type. If you have a dry to combination skin type, you would like this foundation more than a person with an oily skin type. So yes, that completes my review on the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. I hope you guys found this review to be helpful. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!